When you first see this Audi interior that's full of design elements but doesn't really feel that premium, aren't you a bit surprised? How did the Audi A6 get to this point so early? That's right, this is the all-new C9 Audi A6. Today, we're also going to simulate everyday commuting scenarios to see what kind of fresh driving experience this new A6 brings. This Audi A6 has now reached a length of 5.1 meters, making it even longer than a standard Porsche Panamera, truly stepping into full-size luxury sedan territory. So what improvements does the new A6 actually have? The key is in how incredibly agile it feels. Yes, you heard that right. This 5.1-meter-long car drives with remarkable agility, and after driving electric cars for a while, it even feels surprisingly light. This agility mainly comes from its progressive steering system. Watch the lane changes. Look at the response. The car follows your input very quickly, and the steering is extremely precise. I've talked about this before on the Audi A5. Audi's current steering systems have very little dead zone. The feedback is tight, and you don't feel that vague looseness. If you overdo it, it almost feels restrained. The second improvement is the power response. In previous Audis, I always felt the transmission tuning was excellent, but the engine lag was frustrating. Now, when you lightly press the accelerator, even though this is a 40 TFSI low power version, so it doesn't deliver a strong surge or push you back feeling, the linearity and responsiveness of the power delivery are much better. In city driving, it gives you a lot of confidence when overtaking. The whole car feels very smooth and easy to drive. Where does this linearity come from, and why is the tuning so much better than the previous generation? First, it's due to the 5th generation engine paired with variable geometry turbo technology, which significantly reduces turbo lag. Second, this car now incorporates an electric motor, so during initial acceleration, the motor's assistance makes the car feel smoother. Many previous Audi owners will ask about the chassis performance. Honestly, I've always said that the previous Audi A6 had one of the most German-feeling chassis setups, and in this new model, the upgrades aren't dramatically noticeable in terms of raw feel. It still uses a 5-link suspension front and rear, but now the new A6 adds adaptive dampers, allowing you to adjust stiffness between dynamic and comfort modes. Even so, in comfort mode, the throttle remains very responsive and body roll is well controlled. Among the 5 Series, E Series, and A6, the Mercedes-Benz E Series and A6 still strike a very good balance between sportiness and comfort, while the BMW 5 Series leans more towards comfort and a refined premium feel. Sometimes it even feels like flooring the throttle in a 5 Series still won't quite catch up in responsiveness. The 5 Series has been criticized a lot, but for drivers like our parents' generation who prefer a gentler driving style, it's actually a very easy car to drive. On the chassis level, the A6 clearly controls body roll better than the 5 Series with minimal lean, and it doesn't feel as heavy as many modern electric cars. Overall, the improvement over the previous generation A6 is quite noticeable, although some previous A6 owners say the styling isn't as good as before. Audi owners really are something.